Both of you.
Nice to meet
How you
you.
doing, Ariana? Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome. So Diamond, Isaac, you play Diamond, and Diamond is fresh out of jail with some new cutting shears and seems to want to live an honest life, but his little brother has been in charge for 15 years.
Right.
How do you think that will play for him, that he has kind of not been in the game for a minute, but of course, especially being in the universe of power, it's hard to kind of live like an honest life. How do you think he navigates that?
I think it's going to be tough to navigate that. I think coming out, Diamond is like he has a little stubborn aspect to him too, where he still feels like things should be the way they were, for us how the game is ran and how how Jenard should do business in these streets. But he's also kind of trying to figure out, what place he wants in these streets. Like, is he going to involve and not, is he going to try to live a life of crime, but in a good way? Like, who does that? Like, how can you do that? He's coming out trying to have this idea of who he wants to be, but he's still involved in the same street activities that was done before. So I think it's a challenge for him to try to maintain some type of integrity of who he is, but at the same time adjust to how the life and how the streets are and how Jenard is running things. And I think it's going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be a good challenge that people are going to love to see.
So, and Jenard, so Kris, your character, Jenard, is the new leader. How do you think he's going to handle having his big brother, who was running things, back now that he's been in charge for almost 2 decades?
Right. I think that we're going to meet Jenard where he's torn. He's torn, but he's happy to have his brother back. There is that brotherly love. And I feel like you can see it immediately in the pilot, that brotherly love is there. And I'm glad that they show that. And I think that Jenard is just happy, but he's also trying to figure out the balance of interjecting his brother back into his life. Because like you said, it's been almost 2 decades. They talk about when people get released from prison that they're institutionalized and they have to relearn how to move in society. But I feel the same way for those people's friends and family members and loved ones. They have to, again, relearn how to interject them into their lives with who they possibly have become while being on the inside. So I think we're going to see that with Jenard as well, but still wanting to handle business the way he wants to, and big brother being big brother.
Yes. So how do your characters deal with Tommy entering kind of the Chicago crime life? Because it already seems very crowded with multiple crime families. How is that going to work out?
He's coming in like a whirlwind. Tommy's coming into this city, and I look at it like this. You have Diamond over here, and I look at it like, say we're on a trampoline. It's like Diamond on trampoline, Jenard's on trampoline. We're trying to gain our balance for our relationship. Then all of a sudden, you get Tommy comes in, and he's just come jumping on the trampoline, and now we're trying to, like, we all disturbed. Like, our balance is disturbed. He comes in, there's things he's dealing with, with other things, the other families in Chicago. And I think it's just, he comes in and Tommy does it in such Tommy fashion where he's like, oh, I see opportunity. I see something going on in the city. Let me see what's going on. And then he just comes in, and in Tommy fashion, it kind of takes over in a way.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much. It was awesome to talk to you, and congrats on the new show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. You have a good one.